Hello, hello, hi, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Sunday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. Hopefully, you guys had a good weekend and ready to rock and roll the week. Man, can you believe it? It's almost Christmas. Like a couple weeks to Christmas. Holy moly. I don't know about you, but this year kind of just went and then stopped and then went and then I don't know. It just it's almost over. 2022. Who would have thought? T Money, welcome. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, almost over and Christmas around a couple weeks. I can't believe it. I mean, I can believe it, but I thought I don't know. It just went flying by. Anyway, let's talk about today. Title was, I think I titled it, Sometimes You Gotta Drop What's in Your Hand to Eat, maybe? I think that's what I titled it. So, I haven't told this story for a long time. Let me tell you a little story. I haven't told this story for a minute. It's been a while. I don't remember the last story I shared, but this is a little story for you. So it's not actually a story. Story this is what they used to do. So back in the day, hunters, the way they used to hunt for monkeys was not by guns and arrows, and it wasn't like that. So what they would do, they would get these heavy glass jars and with a narrow neck, and they would put the monkey's favorite food inside the glass container, like the glass jar, right? And they would leave these under the trees where they knew the monkeys would be living and playing. So what would happen is that the monkey would see the food inside the glass jar, will reach in there to grab the food. Well, in this case, they would reach in there and they would grab the food, and when they pull out, the narrow neck of the jar would not let them pull their hands out. And so they would get stuck. They would get stuck, and that's how the hunters would get the monkeys. So, the moral of the story. What's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is, let me translate it for you this way. Let's say if the jar, the glass jar, was the universe, was the earth, was just everything, right? And let's say that in that glass jar, the universe, earth, what have you, there's your favorite food, pretty much everything you want, okay? But in order for you to pull it out and actually enjoy it, sometimes you gotta what? Let go of some stuff, right? How many times in our lives we've just held, I I'll raise my both hands first, being guilty of this. How many times do we hold on to things, just hold on to things, and we can't pull ourselves out of a tight situation? Why? Because we just won't let go. We just won't let go. And that is something that I have personally been working on. I'm a definite work in progress. I've mentioned that like a gazillion times, but this is definitely a work in progress for me because, I've held on to things. I've held on to anger. I've held on to um, disappointment, frustration, all kinds of stuff. And it hasn't done me a whole lot of good. I don't know, maybe it has done you well. Maybe you held on to a lot of anger and you're doing like amazing. And you're like, oh my God, I love holding on to anger. I love holding on to hate. I love holding on to resentment. Maybe it's working out for you. I don't know. Hey, maybe you can share that story with us. Drop it in the comments. Don't be as dumb as a monkey. Exactly. Sometimes the monkey is but yeah, don't be as sometimes you guys just gotta let go. And I believe in this, even though I'm guilty of holding on to this and to things, but I totally believe this. I believe this, that, you know, it may be a job, it may be a relationship, it may be whatever it may be, right? Maybe a car, it may be it may be whatever, right? So whatever that's left, be money. Yo, yo, what's crackalacking? So whatever that's left, whoever that's left, I really do believe in this. Like I said, even though I'm guilty of holding on to things, but I truly believe that if somebody leaves, or as a job is lost, or a situation is gone, it's literally leaving to make room for what's supposed to be there. I truly believe in that. Like, you know, job, right? A job may be lost, and you may think, oh, what am I going to do now? And then something else shows up and you're like, I'm so glad that happened, right? I don't know if you've ever felt that way or not. I have. But I kind of wanted, I kind of see that it doesn't help when you hold on to a lot of things. Like I said, right? You may not be able to get what you want just because you're holding on to the thing that you don't want. You may not be getting what you want because you may be holding on to things that you don't want. Okay? So maybe take a look and reevaluate and see, hey, I've been holding on to this feeling, these emotions, this stuff for too long, and it may be a good time to dump it. Dump the junk, like I have talked about it before. Dump the junk, right? And I mean, it's Christmas, New Year's, perfect time to get rid of some extra, unwanted, unnecessary stuff. You know, whether it may be feelings, emotions, stuff you have in the closet, and the garage, and the other bedroom, and the car, whatever it may be, in your heart, in your mind. So this may be a good time to reevaluate and do a self-cleaning, house cleaning, that kind of a thing, you know. And I hope you got some love, some inspiration, some value from this live. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you feel like this was worthy of sharing, do what you gotta do. Share it on your wall, tag a couple people. You know what to do. Spread the love, baby. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.